everybody, it is I, Dimple Wizard, and today it is the ultimate terraforming stream. Let's go! I feel a lot better. My body, as I said yesterday, was not ready. It was not ready for this. I could not even play Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo 3DS. But I'm here now. We're gonna be doing a lot of terraforming today. It's the big day. We have prepared the island. It's just time to figure out where things go. So, hello there, everyone, says Isabel. Oh boy, we're having a visitor at the campsite. I wonder who it's gonna be. Hi, Electron. Yeah, it took me a minute to figure out what I wanted to stream, but I knew at the end of the day, it was time. I want this island to be ship-shape. Oh, a peach rug, I already know that recipe. So today, what's the plan? Well, first, let me go to the Able Sisters. I just kind of want to see what they've got in store for me today. And then I'll go put everything into my storage. How am I? I'm a lot better. I just needed to crash. I needed to not wake up early for school for a day. I slept for ages. And I just feel a lot better. Sometimes you just have to have a little recharge day. That's basically what it's been for me today. And oh my god, you're so cute. I'll get probably both of these dresses. Hehe, cute. You know, yeah. I do not want to wear things out. How are you, Electron? Glad Yu's feeling better. Yeah. I was nervous yesterday that it was gonna be like a whole thing. Like it was gonna be days of just me feeling sick. I definitely still have a little bit of a cough, but I feel in terms of like overall wellness, I feel a lot better. I'm good. I was working on music earlier. Ooh, sounds fancy. Yeah, I've worked on music for the next movie that'll be out this December, this upcoming December. That's already been made. I've even shown it to Caretaker Ed. But I'm sure it's not the same as what you do. I simply take songs I like and kinda mash them together. If I'm feeling kinda spicy, I might like sort of put a song in between another song or something. Maybe I'll reverse a song, I don't know. Oh, you're doing a RPG campaign. I see. That's really cool. I'd love to learn how to like make music. It's just a little. There's like a lot of stuff that involves. I can send the Discord if you want to hear it later. Sure, feel free. So yes, as I said, today is the very big terraforming stream. We're finishing the ground today. We may not finish like the water features, as there are flowers and things to figure out there. Ooh, cat. Kitty! Hello, kitty. I never knew about this villager before. She's very cute, but she's not lolly. Bye, kitty. I already have Lolly and Bob. I need no more cats. But yes, just went there. So let's really quick run up to my little storage shed up here, and let's get to finishing the just base design, because there's a lot to kind of deal with today. So let's see. Get the Island Designer app out, and we're gonna start construction. Thanks for sending that. I will give it a listen to later. So the big plan is here. I'll go over it really quick, but I'm sure you guys know. The left side is the focus today. We're just gonna basically build up the left side, but we're gonna leave enough space for some farming to happen. We'll talk about that soon. But yes, let's get on over there and let's go make some turf. So if you were in yesterday's stream or you saw the VOD, which is actually kind of unlikely, unless you saw it on Twitch. I actually didn't get to upload it to YouTube until like just before this stream, so do not feel bad if you have not seen it yet. Hi, Poppy. Do not worry, Poppy. Eventually your house will be placed. You'll be like, wow, this is fantastic. I don't have to live on the beach anymore. The tune is heavily inspired by the song 30 Million Times by RYYZN. I do not know that song. I know 1,000 times, but I don't know 30 million times. That's too many. Oh, one of them. Makes sense. I didn't either until I heard a D&D animation. I actually just watched Critical Role today. Do you know Critical Role? They stream on Twitch sometimes, and they, you know, have a whole campaign, and it was even animated into a show. Yeah, don't watch it too much. We'll just kind of make this barrier down here really quick. Because I kind of have to figure out how big this farm is gonna be. And I feel like it's starting to kind of come up like around here or something. So first let me kind of figure out like, where is this gonna be? Let's be honest. So the idea is, if I check my math, so there's basically gonna be a ramp on the side above like the rock, basically right where I've terraformed so far. Well, perfect, right there. Okay. And then in front of that is going to be the stuff. So basically, whoops. So yeah, this is going down. Okay. So basically we've got like up here this whole thing going on. The ramp's basically gonna go here. So let me just really quick like kind of do. Let me look up how big a ramp is. Ramp size. Animal Crossing Horizons. 2x4 spaces. And then the fourth space is at the top. I getcha. Is it? Okay. So, basically, 2, 3, 4. So we've got pretty much an estimate of the ramp being like around here. And it's kind of gonna either be like one closer, one further, depending on how things kind of go. That's good to know. And then we kind of have like this whole area sort of covered. Which is nice. But then basically from here on down we have to figure out, okay, where's the fruit farm gonna be then? So let's just kind of kick this away. Let me think in my head how I kind of want this to be. So I sort of want to give like a little bit of room, you know? It needs a little bit of space. And then like kind of maybe up here it's just sort of like farm equipment or something, like maybe the greenhouse. And then down here it's like all the farm stuff. So there's 4 different types of fruit trees. So let's think really quick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me look actually really quick. It's gonna probably take me a minute to scroll all the way back down. Have you watched Dingo Doodle's D&D animations before? They have really well made series going on in the story that is getting so good. I have not. I'm actually just about to start a D&D campaign. So basically I'm not there right now. I've always wanted to do one, so I've kind of been more focused on just like Critical Role and making my own. So I'm excited. I think the world we're going to be playing in is kind of similar. If not, I think it's like the Fey realm from Critical Role, if you know that. So, I'm not the dungeon master. I'm simply a player. So I'll see how that kind of goes. I'm trying to find a picture of my farm from before. I really have to like delete some of these screenshots. I just want like to kind of create like the same farm, like in terms of size and everything. But I need to know like how much space does this take up? Like what does it look like, you know? And sadly there's no way I can sort of just sort it naturally. Because I also have to figure out like what era is it from. Oh. Okay. We have like an image here. So we've got like 2 spaces to the left. We got like the space in the middle, which is the tree, and then 2 spaces. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. So it's like 3 around 1, right? If that makes sense. Here, let me see if I can find just like a better image of it. Because I want to count like how many spaces I'm going to use. Let me think. Or you know, I could just, well I still want to look at it, you know? So let me see if I can find a proper image. We really want to make sure that we do everything right the first time, you know? Like, could I just kinda sort of speed through it? Yeah. But do I want to? No. Okay, we're at Thanksgiving. It's now a little bit before that. I should have like a farm picture around here somewhere. Okay, it's there. It's still there. It's also cool that you guys can kind of see like how my town used to look before I was a streamer and everything. It went through a lot of changes. I don't have an image of just like the farm here, do I? I love like the spot where I can see kind of the farm and also the rock garden, but I also want to see the farm, you know? It's like I focus on all of the areas around the farm itself instead of the farm. Let's see, can I find anything? And I loved to make sure to— oh no. Okay, I don't think that's my island. Come on past me. Where is— okay, so this is when I created Amanda, the other character. Which is something I don't even think I've shown on stream yet, is my other characters. Let's see, right now all I need to finish is the monsters and weapons, and then I can run my first playtest. Ooh! I'm making an entire homebrew world with homebrew monsters, mechanics, and entire rework system. Oh. Yeah, D&D is such a fun game. It's really hard to kind of pull off though, like in terms of like just organizing a group. For me, there's always been something that would happen that would just make it not work. But it's like I really, really want to be a part of a D&D group. So we'll see how this goes. I actually have kind of 2 groups that are getting ready to play now, so maybe, who knows? I wonder if I'll be able to stream any of them. But probably not. I'm guessing not. Maybe I could do like some sort of like subscriber D&D session or something. I could get Caretaker Egg to be Dungeon Master Egg. Well, you know what? This is really tricky. I've been searching for a while and I can't really seem to find the farm. So you know what? We'll just have to take what we know and work with that. So let's say we start like kind of here. So you've got like, you know, your dirt path, and then tree, and then dirt path. No. Then dirt path, and then tree, and then dirt path, and then tree. Let's get out of here. And then dirt path, and then yikes, it's only 3 of the 4 tree types. And then I'll have to shave off this cliff a little bit. Let's see, it would go all the way down through here. It's definitely a big farm. And then let's say like I have a tree here. So I'll do like, say, right? Like tree here, tree here. No. Tree here. And then tree here. How is this looking in terms of how far down the thing was going to be? Gosh. I guess it's pretty accurate. Perhaps I should move it a smidge to the left. Let's see. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. And then like kind of up here we can have a little fence system, which will be really cute. And then like I think kind of down the... Oh, you know what? I also wanted water to run through. So like there's gonna have to be a bit of a split where this is like 3, but instead of down here we have like the water kind of there or something. It's gonna be kind of tricky. But first, so I actually kind of want to see, like, do I want this dirt on the left here to be covered by a fence? Oh yeah, I have to go to my house and grab some stuff. And it's okay, like, either way, I'm willing to do, you know, the whole, I can move everything fine, I can terraform and stuff easily, it's no problem. It's just about figuring out, like, what do I really want here? It's gonna be tricky. Okay, so I'm looking for, nope, fences. There we go. We're probably going to want to use simple wooden fences, so. And then we'll customize them and make them nicer and everything, or at least we'll see if we can. I forget if they actually are customizable. But, in the meanwhile, this is what we're working with. It's definitely gonna be a big farm, but I really like that. So here, let me... Yeah, it's gonna have to be all moved over one to the right, which means it's gonna have to be moved over like twice up here, which is gonna be a whole thing. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be so worth it when this farm looks really cool and pretty, and it's fine. It's gonna be okay. We don't have to like dismantle like everything up here, but we have to take care of some things. Oh my god, there's a bean in the chat. Look at that. So let's just take care of this right now. No crying about it, we'll just do it. Sometimes you just gotta go for it. And just to make absolutely certain that we've got enough room, I'll take care of this, I'll take care of that, I'll take care of this. And that should hopefully be okay. Oh, explain a German word. I actually just took a German vocabulary quiz. So let me think. Nahrung means food. It's spelled Nahrung, and it means food, like the stuff you eat, as opposed to the stuff you wouldn't eat. Why is it spelled? Why is it this instead of like anything else? I don't know. But I can tell you that is the German word for food. I would suggest, in the future, when you guys redeem the explain a German word thing, feel free to just ask me a specific word that you want to know. And if I don't know it, I'll just like go to something else that I actually do know. But I'd be happy to try to see if I could explain that. Okay, let me see. I was gonna, but I couldn't think of a word. Oh no. Well, let me see. Pitch looking lovely, innit? So let's see, this is clear. And then so the dirt tree, get out of here, Rocco! Tree, dirt, tool. This one's going to be water. Hiya. Or shouldn't it be like... Yeah, probably should have like two things here. This is the water. Two things here. And here, let me just... so that I know what I'm doing. Gosh, why do all the villagers have to crowd around me right now? It's like the one time. Okay. So we've got dirt, tree, dirt, water, dirt, tree, and then dirt. Hooray! And then this goes down to here. So then we've got these bad boys. And I know it's a very big farm, but that's just how it is. And then I've also got... Okay, so we've got kind of an issue here, but it's not impossible to solve. So what I will do really quick is I'll take care of this, this dirt so that it's not in the way. I learned some of the German Pokemon names I heard some of the German Pokemon names are funny. I wonder how a British accent speaking German would sound. That's just caretaker to a degree. He, like in Germany when they learn English, they kind of learn British English. So a lot of Germans will, when they speak English, they'll have a little bit of like a sort of British accent. It definitely won't sound American, you know? But sometimes they can never shake the German accent and they just kind of have a little bit of a German English. But sometimes if they're like I noticed this with Edgar. Um, his accent has a lot of English in it, or well, British-ish, you know? So what I'm doing right now is just kind of setting aside like this little dirt patch here. I want to have a solid idea of like, okay, this is where dirt's gonna be, and that's that. And I know I didn't get like these flowers, but that's gonna be okay. It will not take very long to clear those up. And this is also exciting because once this farm is kind of created, then we have a very good idea of where other things are gonna go. And of course, yeah, the farm is definitely big, but if you think that like this is like the food source, it's not too surprising, you know? And for right now, we're just gonna do what we can in terms of like where stuff is gonna go. And then we'll decide the nitty-gritty details later. Alright. So now it's a matter of taking care of like trees. And also a little bit of this water. And the reason I wanted to have like water kind of running through here is because I thought it would be a cute addition. So let's do a quick check to see like how is this looking, and yeah, that's very accurate to pretty much my map plan right now. Which makes me happy. I'm glad that I took the time to sort of figure that out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna take down this because that's not gonna stay, and then we're kind of gonna fill this back part in. But you know what? Let's honestly just take care of like these flowers in the middle because I really want to have this like ready to go. How is my inventory? It is not too bad, so that's okay. Yeah, I've been looking forward to doing this farm for a while. Because, like, not only does this take care of a few of my plants, this also means I can figure out the first big lake. Or not the first big lake, but the first river. The idea is that, like, not this water stream, but a different water stream's like gonna kind of come down here. And it's gonna, oops, sorry. It's gonna kind of run into like this, you know, the ending here. So we gotta take care of that. Oh, and you know, I'm gonna need some apples. So it's a good thing I'm by my house. And once we have that taken care of, we can basically just continue on with other little parts of my town. But a lot is sort of riding on like the sides of these spots. And what's also good about getting the farm set up is that I can start producing food again, you know, a little bit more. Which is helpful when you have a lot of trees to move, which we will have a lot of trees to move around. Because right now everything's sort of out of order. There's a lot of flowers just on the beach. All the houses and the shops are on the beach. So we're gonna wanna move that. So I figure if we eat a couple of tomatoes, we'll just really quick take care of these trees here. We'll take care of these last few flowers that are in our way. We should theoretically have enough room in our inventory to just take care of it and have no problems. Yeah, like once we get this flower, then it's all sorted. And there you go. Well, let me see. I do have 2 more spaces left, but we'll worry about that in a minute. For now, let me just take care of, like, these paths. Just because, like, it would, you know, make one less thing I have to worry about, and then I can more properly, you know, see where things are supposed to go. And then I want to kind of round off the edges because that looks nice. Especially before I start dealing with like the rows in the middle where I can start planting the trees. But that'll come after I finish the terraforming at the top part. What's great about this current map design is that the space is used very effectively, but it gives it enough room where like I can sort of still play around with the design a bit, and I can even you know, use these areas a bit more effectively as I have more space to just sort of stick with the theme. Whereas before I didn't really have the space to like play with things because I had all these ideas, but I was trying to incorporate them without really thinking too much about like, okay, there's this area right here, you know, how is that gonna impact that? So now I have the little grass part selected, and we're just gonna go up these aisles and kind of clean them up a bit, and then we'll terraform the back, basically where Caretaker Egg's house is gonna go. Rocco has already started his adventure of being literally just in the way. Because by him, oh darn. But great. Thank you. That spot is definitely grass now. He did move, which is nice because I did not want to have to push him. Because literally where he was sitting is that's where a waterfall is gonna go, so we're gonna have to make sure that spot's kind of clear. And it looks like this is all sorted. We'll go to this construction thing. I'm sorry. Okay, I thought... What? Okay, good enough. I am not making a snowman right now, so it'll be okay. So basically, where I'm kind of shoveling right now is where Caretaker Egg's house is gonna go. It's basically gonna be accessible right from the ramp. And he's gonna be in charge of all of the farming and everything. It'll be grand. This is all pretty and stuff, but we'll make sure that's all fine and dandy. And let me see, what am I doing like with this path? That's my character. Okay, so the map's talking about like making the pathway kind of go down. We'll cross that bridge sort of when we get there. I think it's kind of okay where it is right now. Actually, wait, let me look at the map again. Yeah, it seems like about accurate to what I was looking for, so I think I'll just sort of kindly fill the area around it in a bit, and then we'll proceed on from there. There. So now that'll kind of be sorted a little bit. But until then, like, all this area has to be filled in. But it's gonna be so pretty because, you know, it's a little farm aesthetic. What'll also be just fun in general for me is figuring out what flowers I want to use where. Because... Gosh, I'm so done with this snowball. Thank you. Alright. Maybe I'll kind of play around with that little spot later, but for right now that'll be okay. I did not want to do that. Here, can I break this with the shovel? Okay, no, you can't. We'll just kick into the wall. I can't really switch to the construction thing with my D-pad, so darn. I'm really happy to get a work on with, or get a move on with this. It has been ages since I've, like, built a farm. I really liked the original farm I had. I know it was massive, and this farm's even bigger, but it's really good. I love it. I'm excited. I kind of adored, like, the big sort of fruit farm, grove kind of idea. Caretaker Egg's gonna have, like, a big spot just to grow, like, the vegetables too. And I'm thinking, like, just very cottagecore sort of aesthetic, you know? Egg is a man of cozy vibes, and he's pretty much the best, most responsible person to be in charge of the entire island's food supplies. So I'm very excited about this. And the other big thing though, like once this is done, the mountains, or well, the different floors are pretty much finished, and that means we can move on to phase 2. Which is plotting the locations of all of the houses and the pathways and stuff like that. Now I still have to kind of, you know, tighten some spots a little bit. I still have to work on a few floors in terms of like little areas that I have to tweak and, you know, make just right. But the general concept will have everything laid out, you know? In terms of like making cute little like cracks and crevices, or you know, little indentations, that'll be sorted out like after the fact. But in terms of like the base idea of where everything's gonna be, we're very close to being done with that, which makes me really happy. And of course, because it would have been just, well, because it would have been just far too simple, you know, to just have something kind of ready to go. Instead, we're gonna deal with this little bag of money that we have to spend a lot of time on. So, thank you for the 1,000 bells. I would like to continue terraforming now. What? So I like this kind of design because it's sort of like a little cave kind of feature. And then like with this, it's all to be sort of worked around. But where is this gonna kind of go? Okay, so it's going to be like the top of this is like where the path has to end. So that'll be difficult. But we will have enough space for like the houses. But will we have enough spaces for the houses and the Actually, yeah, we'll be okay. It's definitely gonna be a very wide area, but that was to be expected. So we'll just go up here really quick, and we'll just add this little waterfall here. And then this will kind of just go around. So yeah, basically up here is where Caretaker Egg's house will go. We'll probably even get rid of this rose island and sort of move it elsewhere. Down here we'll have like the vegetables and everything. We'll have a really cute little ramp go down here. And then you just kind of walk into the farm. We can put like farming equipment up here that'll be very cute and cozy. We can put little fences around everything. But another important thing is just going to be like, okay. And what's like the bare minimum, you know? Like where am I going to be kind of piling stuff up? So I think this is literally the amount of space kind of required for a house, which is convenient, but it's not gonna be grand. So luckily it's going to be very wide, and also it's going to go a bit further down too, so it's no problem. But this like right here is about the size of a house, so we'll make sure to kind of move on with this area in mind. And it sounds like there's a meteor shower tonight, so that might mean that Celeste is here. Like, should I fill in this area? Perhaps, but I'm going to kind of leave it blank for now, just in case I decide to do something. Either fill like a spotted with water, so it could be like the water goes through like the bottom of all of the plants or something, or whatever. Either way, this is what's happening. And the bare minimum, again, is that all of this is going to have a bit of land in front of it. So yeah, it turns out I'm going to actually have to plant all this stuff soon. But it'll be okay. It'll be cool. I actually do think it'd be really cool to have like this water sort of go under here. So we'll see. We'll see when we cross that bridge. Okay, so now we're at the part where it's like, you know, kind of have... This is, again, like, kind of the very basic outline. And then I want it to sort of come down here so I can walk all the way around my little orchard and see what's going on. But so far this is great. I'll have to take care of these flowers, and you know, I'll honestly have to take care of all of the flowers. But sadly it looks like it's time to delete the original heart pond. Goodbye, heart pond, with always your little fish at the very center. I knew you well, and it is with great pain and sadness that I bid you adieu. There was no heart pond like you, And there never will be again. Goodbye, sweet prince. You will always be the hard pond of my eye. It's sad. But it's necessary. And don't worry, we already have a different heart pond elsewhere, so it's fine. This was a great heart pond though. But now I think it makes more sense to have the new one where it is. And luckily there's plenty of pictures of it, so it's all okay. Yay! So let's just take care of like this area while we still can. Because as we know, flowers in this game tend to like to grow. And if it's not flowers, then it's fossils. If it's not fossils, it's weeds. And if it's not weeds, it's glowing digging spots. And if it's not that, it's gyroids. And if it's not that, it's just stuff else. So yeah. The hard part is also dealing with like this house. This house is gonna have to move soon. It's kind of the next big spot I have to sort of kind of deal with. And there's not only a bunch of flowers on top of it, but it's also just like taken up by trees, and it's gonna be a whole process to move. But on the bright side, we can take care of at least this. And I'm just going to fill in like all of the areas because let's be honest, if I don't fill them in now, then something's gonna grow there and I do not want to deal with it later. I'll have to take care of this one though, just cause. And it's also just good because I can kind of get a better visual sense of like where are things gonna go, how is this really gonna look, and who would have thought it's going to look really good. Like this whole area basically to the right of this pond is kind of like sort of wishy-washy. There isn't a lot of clarity of how the houses are going to be sort of constructed yet. But I do genuinely intend on working everything through again, top to bottom. But one of the things that I kind of dread dealing with soon will be the rock garden. What I'm going to do before I start like work on the rock garden is I'm going to basically take care of a bunch of stuff. Like building placements, and then I'll work on placing down like custom designs everywhere. But pretty much from then on, it's just going to be kind of tricky. But this is going to be the orchard, which I'm really excited about, honestly. It's going to be so cool when it's all like decorated and the trees are there. And with like four trees for every fruit, that'll be really good.